So spoilers for John Wick 2, which is fucking sick and you should see it. Okay, so a weird thing happened on Twitter and I wanted to make a little quick video about it because it was weird, but it was like weird in a very predictable way. So, uh, in the movie John Wick 2, uh, no women talk for the first, there's no woman says anything on screen for the first 40 minutes about. And then a woman has a scene where she says about 14 things, takes off all her clothes, and kills herself. She's the only character to take off any amount of clothes in the movie. John Wick puts a shirt on at one point, but I found it extremely noticeable. And maybe that's just yes, all women in my ear, and maybe that's just our current culture of sort of being aware of this sort of thing. But then for the rest of the movie, no other women talk either. There's one other female character and she doesn't speak. And you know, there's like operators who like say one or two things, and John Wick's dead wife, his plot device dead wife, says something in a video. So I just pointed that out on Twitter. I was like, no women talk in John Wick until one of them says some stuff in one scene, takes off all her clothes and kills herself, and then no more women talk for the rest of the movie, because that's pretty much true. But what was wild about it was it's surrounded by tweets of how much I like John Wick 2, and it didn't matter because people got defensive. People got defensive of John Wick 2 because they're like, well, what are you implying? And like, it was all men, which is frustrating because I don't, you know, it's like, of course, but it was funny because it was like, they were like, well, it's an action movie. What do you expect? It's like, have you seen action movies? Have you seen John Wick 1? Where like the most dangerous character in the movie is a really fun female character? What are you talking about? And then like people were like, well, why does every movie have to have a strong female role? I didn't say that. I said no. It's like a crazy thing where there's a bunch of women on screen in the movie, but none of them talk for 40 minutes, and then one of them takes off her clothes and kills herself. It's crazy. It's crazy. And funny. It's not offensive. It's just like, oh, that's so weird. And, you know, for an action movie, even for any movie, women not talking at all is weird and funny. And like, it's like, okay, it's like the main thing that talks are the guns. But the amount of tweets I got of men anxiously saying, and what's wrong with that? Was just so depressing. It was like, dude, what are you defending? What do you think I'm saying? I don't know. I know like a lot of people sort of get sick of my SJW bullshit, but like it's funny with a statement like that where I'm not even saying anything's wrong, how like safe spacey dudes get about even the implication that like something might be sexist, or I don't know. The comments for this video will probably be interesting, but I hope you don't get mad. I'm not calling you sexist. It was just something I'm pointing out, and the reaction to it depressed the living shit out of me. That's all. I thought it was so interesting. Also, John Wick 2. They do not make action movies like that anymore. It like reminds you why action movies exist.